Alright, welcome to a new video, and in this video I'm going to talk about dust. And you can't ignore that in woodworking. You always have to do with dust. So I have some bad health issues with my throat, went for a meter, I did some metering in my shop, and basically I got a really bad working environment for my lungs. So after a long day of woodworking, I have a really sore throat, even though I work with a mouth mask, and that has to do, I have to keep it on all day, and that is something I don't like. Dust you can't ignore, but you can prevent it or clean your air. And let it may be that Festool brought this on the market, so it will be available by the end of this year probably, and it's called the Sys Air. It basically is an air cleaner with a filter in there. I'm gonna explain more about this specific tool, but for me it came really ideal because I already went to the doctors a couple of times, and I want to warn everybody that has a small business, a bad ventilated shop, because if you ignore the fact that you got issues, then you can build up an allergic reaction, and then you can't do woodworking anymore. Because every time when your lungs or eyes are exposed to dust, you can have a really bad allergic reaction. So that makes it almost impossible to do anything. So be aware of that. Now let's look to the new tool, because this is perfect for me at the moment, and I would say it's really innovative that they put an air cleaner in a systainer. So this is a systainer which is capable of carrying systainers on top, on the bottom. So that is already very cool, because you can take this out to the job site and set it beside if you're going to do work outside your shop, or anywhere in a bathroom or something like that where there's a lot of dust and you want to have clean air. Then this is super handy. How does it work? You got a filter on here which you can clean with your vacuum cleaner, and you can do that up to, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 times until I will explain later how you can see if it's not working good enough anymore. And you got your second filter. So this is basically it. You got your first filter, second filter, and your motor that sucks air. You put your filter in there. You can also take this out if you want. And you put this in here. And that's it. So 2 filters. And this particular version has an M certificate. If you want to know more about that, go online, check it out, because that has to do with a certificate that says how much it cleans the air when it comes out. So M certificate. I think they're gonna bring out 2 versions of this. So this is the M. I'm not sure what the other one is going to be. So let's have a look to the inside of the systainer. It is powered by a cord. And that cord is able to go in here, and then you can close the lid, and then it's ready to go. Now let's look to the inside of the lid. Here there are some accessories that you can buy. A ceiling mount, so you can hang it up in the air, which makes it a better air cleaner, because the higher you can get with this, the better it cleans the air where your face is. Filters, so if you need to order new filters, this is something that you can attach on the inlay of the machine, and you can then bring up your inlay further away, so that can be ideal for indoors. So here you can see a format that says how much it will exchange the air in your room. So that depends obviously on your volume of your shop. So here you can see how much it does in 1 hour. And for me, it's a little bit in between the 6 and 10 to 6 times in an hour. And that has to do with my volume of my shop. So you can calculate this and see if you maybe need 2 in your shop. And that's it. You can register it online. So that is the tool. And now let's explain a little bit more of how it works. And then I'm going to do some testing with this dust meter as well. So there are 2 stands on this machine. There's 1 and 2. 1 is a lower stand, and 2 is the maximum power of the motor. There's a light, as you can see as well, I will explain what it does. And also I just plugged it in. And it went on straight away. That has to do, if you're gonna hang it up somewhere where you can't reach it, it goes automatically on when you put the power cord in your power supply. So you can make that with a twitch, so you don't have to turn it on and off on the machine every time. So that is ideal. So if you're gonna let this on, then it reacts on the power it will get. So put this on, and let's see, this is one. Let me explain to you what this is, this light bulb that you can see here. It basically says that there's a good airflow through the filters. And if your filter is full with dust, then this will turn red. So let me demonstrate that. Let me just turn it on too. So now you can see I added that box on the backside. There's a bad airflow going through the machine and it turns on red. Basically it means you have to clean the filters. And if you remove it or if you clean the filters, you got a green light that says the flow is good, so works perfectly fine. A switch for the power stands 1 and 2, the switch button if you don't use the cord as a switch, and this is a 230 volt power supply on the machine as well. It doesn't mean if you're gonna run power through this that it goes automatically on. You have to turn it on by hand every time. So that's something that you need to keep in mind. And that is basically how it works, how it looks, what is in here, and nothing more than that. So let's do some testing and let's see what it actually does by cleaning the air. I got a dust measure here, so it measures the particles in the air. There are 3 stands on this one. It is portable. You can take it on the job site, set it beside you, and then you know the environment where you're in that it's good or not. It's green, yellow, red. So now it's green. It measures 3 particles per cubic meter, if I say it right. But let's just keep it on green, yellow, red. And I was shocked about the result that this machine gave me when I set this on my workbench, did some work, and this thing turned red immediately. After 10 minutes, this thing was red for 30 minutes, 40 minutes. So that was a really bad sign, and it was saying basically why I got that throat issues that I really have at the moment. Now, I'm luckily one of the first guys that can use this one, so let's see how fast this thing cleans my air in my shop. I will put all the dimensions of my shop in the description to give you an idea how fast it goes maybe in your shop. Let's turn it on maximum power. Let's make some dust first, so this guy is red, and then let's see what it does. All right, I did some sanding. It's pretty bad now. So it's red, it is full on, it measures 5,000 particles per cubic meter. So let's turn it on the full power, and let's see how long it takes to clean the air. To demonstrate, that was approximately 2.5 minutes full power, and it cleans the air to almost 27 particles, 25 it's still dropping, 23 per cubic meter. So 5,000 to 20 in 2.5 minutes. That is fantastic. That is a very big improvement for my shop. It's not very loud as well, so if you're running machines you can turn this thing on. It's not very overwhelming. So another cool thing is you can set this beside your work where you are working, and then you can filter the air straight away, which makes it even better. So if you can do routing, some table saw work, or you can set it beside your planer thicknesser if you need to do a lot of work, so you can clean the air faster at the place where you work. So that is fantastic. So that was a demonstration of this air cleaner, how it worked, and you can imagine all the scenarios where you can use this thing, because it's a systainer, so you can add it in your systainer card. You can take it to the job site, you can set it where you work, if you're gonna do routing or anything like that, set it beside it, and then you're gonna create a better environment to work in for your lungs, for your health, which will be better on the long way for yourself. So a very, very innovative tool, I would say, and for me it is coming ideal at the stage where I'm in at the moment with my own health issues. So that was my video about the Sys Air, and I hope you liked it and I hope you enjoyed it. And I want to warn everybody that doesn't do anything about air cleaning, because you can run into some major issues, so be aware of that. Dust is very poisoning on the long run. So thanks for watching, see you in the next video. If you got any questions about this tool or in specific, let me know in the comments. See you in the next one.